Hi, everyone. My name is Deb Purcell. It's my husband, Rick. And today is a session for Are You a Healer? And I'd like to introduce you to Philip Barrow, who is a fractal of Archangel Raphael.
Hello, everyone.
And I'm very excited to start this first session in a series. And I'm not sure how far we're going to go with this, but we'll take it one day, one class at a time. The first one in a series of classes in healing. And I don't know, do you want to start with meditation or just light language, or how would you like to do that, Phil?
You mind me just a couple of minutes about how I got here, my journey? This is my 50th year as an healer, 16 years as a accredited healer, so I'm quite natural at it. And I'd just like to thank Deb and Rick for bringing me here. It's part of the journey. I'd also like to thank Sophie, who got me back into study, and I'd like to also thank Paula, who has done everything in me. I'd also like to thank Gordon Bagshaw, I never said that, who got me into healing voluntary in the evening at two of his centres. Now, Sophie used to say to me, "Why do you do that? You don't get paid for it. You've got to travel 20 miles. And all I can just say is, it is the most honourable job I've ever done. So actually, it's not someone, it is a joining of energies. And the patient might need, please join in. And it's an honourable job. And if anyone is thinking about it, it's the best thing you've ever done. It really will. At the beginning.
1 second, Phil. Could everybody mute, please? Thank you.
Was that my break?
Go ahead. I'm
so
sorry.
It's the best job you could ever do. There's no other job in the world is as good as it. Combining your energy and their energy, it's mutual love. You actually do it for love, and it's like a perfect situation. So I think that's about it. But I did it I started when I was 4, so quite young. Okay, Debs, do you want to carry on?
It's true. And Rick and I have had to call in, Phil, when we've had some cases where we had some difficulty with healing a couple of people, and there were actually attachments that were removing themselves from their bodies when we would scan them, and then jumping back in after we were done. Yeah. And Phil's amazing, just amazing. So we don't have the capabilities of doing some of the things that he can do. So we are just so grateful to have him and to know that we can call on him. So it isn't about the financial or the. I mean, it has nothing to do with that. This is such a humbling gift from above. We had no idea that we had this gift. It took us until we were in our 60s. And all I did, to be honest with you, all I did was say, what am I here for? I feel like I'm wasting my energies just sitting here. That's all I did was ask my guides, can you show me what I'm supposed to be doing? Because obviously, I mean, here I am, I'm retired. I'm sitting here spinning my wheels because I'm actually bored. So either take me up there or show me what I'm supposed to be doing. That's exactly what I did. I had no clue. And all of a sudden I started getting all these messages. He's calling me from work saying, my friend's husband doesn't feel good. And he's telling me this stuff. And all of a sudden I'm getting diagnoses, and I still didn't get it.
She's telling me what's wrong with him.
Like, oh, you know what? He's got this, he's got that, and he needs to do this, and he needs to do that. And I still didn't get it. These are coming out of thin air. He's scanning the guy as he's talking about him, and I'm getting a diagnosis. And this is after he started seeing things. Yeah. Dead people walking through our room. So all this happened in a matter of 6 months after I had said this, either show me what's going on. I mean, what am I supposed to be doing? I absolutely said, well, I'm bored. Show me or take me. I'm just at my wit's ends. I mean, what am I supposed to be doing? So, and now knowing what, that we're doing this is the best. I can't even describe it. You're so humbled. You're so grateful. You're to know that we can do this, to see the healing process. And when we found out that we had this gift, we both looked at each other and said, well, all right, now how do we do it? What do we do? How do we heal?
Yeah, at the beginning, I would just write the names down of the people, and it would take weeks for them to be healed. And then it started changing. When Deb started, I would scan them, and Deb would start getting the answers. That's when it really took off, and it's been forever changing for both of us. The healing, there's the different things that have been coming in weekly. It's been changing.
They bring the people to us.
So many people to us that it was the time for them to awaken.
Yeah, they would bring the people to us, and then they would. It was like on the job training.
Yeah, it was.
So they bring the people to us, and they would bring the same type of illnesses like heart disease, cancer, tumors, attachments,
Angels.
Angels. A lot of them were angels, and
like
their past lives would come through after that. We would heal them, and then their past lives come up, and I would start seeing. First, it was all in black and white. I start seeing what was wrong with them, and then their past lives would come to me in a movie. Like they would shows me like a movie film. I can see this movie playing, and now it's in full color. I see the inside of their body, and I can see the healing happening. And I don't have a medical background, and I would say, well, what is that? And Creator would tell me what the body part is or what the illness is. And I'm seeing the inside of the body and the green energy going through and healing it. And it could be, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what their illnesses, their affliction is happening now. It could be something from the future. It could be trauma from the past. Because people are saying, well, I don't have that now. Well, no, that doesn't mean you're having it now. It means that you'll never have it. And a lot of times he'll say to me, well, they have cancer in their there's a cancer in their family, like colon cancer. That cancer is being eradicated. It is no longer going to be in their family. And I'll get a message like that. So this training would happen. So can Tina or whoever has it, can you mute, you guys?
I've already sent the message.
Thank you. So each week we would get certain types of illnesses, and like a detachment of like a 2-year-old child, and they would tell me the name of that child, and that would be something new for us. So your guides or Creator would teach us by bringing us the same type of illnesses and same type of attachments, and that's how we would do on the job training. And then the next week would be some other new thing that we would learn. So it's like on the job training. We get and then we would have like what was those things they were getting?
The feathers, like.
Oh yeah, they look like white feathers. But then they were thought forms. They turn into daggers.
And they were painful.
And yeah, and people were in pain from them. So there were strange things like that we were getting trained in, that people were getting, and that stopped. And now, I mean, so that's how we learned how to do healing, is on the job training. So your guides would teach you, and Creator would teach us on all of these things. So that's how we learned.
That's the best time. I started at 4. I thought I was the only one in the world. And luckily I found a leaflet in the paper, and I thought, is mine correct? So go to that 2-year course, get credited, and see if it's the same. And it's so similar. It's a wonderful experience. I just wanted to say something. I thought I was perfect. I thought I was really good. And this morning I got a message from Paula and she said, your art is in pain, right? And that's been in pain, not just in this life. I brought that all over, and that just released so much from me. You could probably feel the energy around me is completely different, and I can feel it, and everyone around can feel it, and it's wonderful to have that experience. The other thing I wanted to say is a lot of healers always think that is not possible. If you think that is not possible, then you are blocking the possibility that is possible. So always think that everything is possible, and then you'll heal better. Yeah, that is advice from me, because I see everything. Oh, you can't fix a broken leg. It's impossible. It's a miracle. It's only a miracle because we say it's a miracle. You can't fix ligaments. You can't fix cancer. You can't fix because you're blocking it, because you won't be able to do it. So that's the message. I'm not going to give many more because I won't have any questions. So.
And if you want to be a healer, that is you, in your heart of hearts, that's what you want to be. You're a healer.
Yeah.
If that's your goal in life, if that's what you truly want to be, that's what you can be.
You do it for love.
Everyone is a healer
Mm.
in their own way. You really are. But everyone is different. Everyone comes through this differently. It's not going to be the same as what Rick and I are doing or what Philip is doing. That's why we're all unique.
I can feel your
I'm burning up right now, you guys. The
heat's on.
energy is amazing. So let's go to questions and answers, and let's answer all your questions, everybody. So write them in the chat, or write that you have a question, and we'll go from there, okay? And I think the first one is going to come from Sophie.
Hi. Basically, it's not really like a question, but Philip, I thought you could share your halo experience. That, you tell everyone about how they can heal themselves with the halo, and I've had so many people said that worked. So I thought maybe that'd be beneficial for everyone to know.
Okay. I call it the Atlantis Halo. One of my lives was on Atlantis, and this is a sort of system we used to do. Now, it's a grounding technique, but you can actually use it for healing. And now, grounding techniques, normally at the end of healing, you can do prayer, or you can do, but what you do is you try and push all your negative energy that you've collected from your patient through your body down to your feet and then into the ground. But that only does negative energy. If you have something that can be quite serious, if you haven't shielded yourself properly, you can, by manifestation and intent, you can create an halo round above your head. This is like white light, and this halo goes, I'll do it in American, 4 inches, 4 inches down, 2 inches up, then another 4 inches down, 2 inches up. And if the light changes color, then it's changing for a better. If it changes to red, you might have picked an attachment from your patient, or you might have already got one. If it I call it dragon fire. It turns red and it burns anything that's on you. That's my opinion anyway. Then if it changes to white, it's just sending like angelic energy into you. If it changes to violet flame, it's transmuting the actual energy that you've got into, like, if you've got a tiny bit of dark, it can transmute it into light. So, and what happens at the bottom, when you get it to the bottom, you release it into the ground, and you just imagine moon energy go into your feet, and that cleanses. You can put moon energy right around your body if you want to, it's up to you. It's completely up to you. Does that answer your question, Sophie?
Yes, it does. But anyone can use it. It doesn't have to be healers. Yeah.
Yes, anyone
Yeah.
can. Anyone can use it. I showed it to an healer who didn't ground herself and decided to give me a demonic attachment, because always ground yourself after every patient. Make sure you shield yourself, and if you don't do that quite well, you can pass them on. And the halo, I had to use it, and it cleared everything off. And that's the first time I saw it in red fire, because it would give me an attachment. Now, if you're learning and you're a beginner, I wouldn't worry about this. This is like if you've done it quite a few years and you want to forward the healing, think about outside the box. So basically, at the beginning, you can just ground yourself, pretend you're a tree. What I used to do is pretend I was a little seed tree, grow up to a big oak tree, and then sink down and pull everything that I've collected off my patient into the ground. Okay? Is that a good one?
Yes, that's okay. But I
Okay.
know that if you're not a healer and you're just a regular person, you can do it the same way. Yeah.
Anyone can do
Thank
that.
you. Ta,
Thank
thanks.
you. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't planned. Thank you, Sophie. Right, Debs, next question.
I'm scrolling.
I've said too much at the beginning.
What is the technique to remove the itch from a bug bite?
Some of these questions might just take a minute or two while I connect. A bug bite. Depends on what bug it is, really, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm going through me book in my head. Bug bite. Right. By manifesting. These aren't simple. Early, I wanted to learn healing. Right. Try and manifest the antidote. Yeah. Put one hand or two hands like that by your mind and ask the source to send in the antidote of the bug bite into your hand, right? Send in white light to make sure it's pure. Make it cycle at a very, very fast time. And when you have the knowing that you have created the antidote, then put it onto just say that was there, put it onto the thing, and in your mind, close your mind and transfer the antidote into the bite. Okay. Wow. And I never did that. So excellent question. It tested me a bit. So
wow, that's so neat. Wow.
Yeah.
Nilesh is asking, how does healing work?
I said earlier, it's a transfer of energy, right? Now, a lot of people use earth energy. They can use your own energy, but you get depleted and you got to fill it up again. So you bring in energy from the earth into your crown chakra. It goes into the middle part of your brain, and in your brain, you've got an old sort of circuit that can send it into your healing fingers. Yeah. These little healing fingers will bring the energy out. Now, whilst it's doing it, it goes through your nervous system. It also, if you're doing it too powerful, you'll see your veins stick out when you're doing hands-on. And that is everything and the energy to the point of repair. Now, how does healing work? There's many ways that healing can work. And it depends on how you're going to heal, what you're going to use. You can use crystals. You can use Wendy's skulls. You can use them for healing. You can use angelic cards and tarot cards, even though it depends on what your beliefs are. everything is a source of, and it's all to do with energy. It is energy. That is the only reason why you can repair the body, because we are all energy, and that's how healing. Healing, you are repairing a damaged being of light, and you're repairing them with energy. Does that answer the question, do you think, Deb, sorry.
In the case of Rick and I, Rick actually has a connection, direct connection sourced through him. And then I get the downloads.
And
Where
I have a guy, Dina, who adjusts the energy flow through me. Because my hands,
his whole
Yeah,
upper body is
yeah,
is healing. Like some days I can't even sit close to him. He walks in the room and I'm burning up
the
already.
energy will be too high. So Dina has to tone it down sometimes. My hands, you're even tingling. Right now they are actually.
Wow, that's cool.
He's got the energy going through him like that.
Both hands.
And Lydia, who's in the room here, actually has much of the same type. She could actually see, like I see. She can see the healing going on in a person.
How I do it, I feel which energy I need, and I bring in the energy I need, and this is advanced. Now you can use starseed, Pleiadians, angelic, earth, moon, water. Every product ever existed has got energy, and you can bring them in by manifesting into the healing. Now, how I heal, and this is very advanced, I sometimes heal with my third eye. So I'm actually got my hand on the patient. I've got to be careful where the hand is. Hand on the patient and use my third eye, and I actually sometimes see what's happening inside of that bone. I actually see the injury, and it's like a video in my head. Helps me healing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I see the video too in my head when it's going on, and I see what's going on as well, and I can see attachments, and I can see, and then after the healing's done, then I see their past lives, or they tell me they're angelic.
I feel the attachments. If I put the hand where the attachment, I'm getting effects. I'm getting resistance, and that the resistance is the attachment. So
Yeah.
burn it out with energy.
Occasionally during the healing, if something is being healed and maybe something to do with a leg or something, a lot of times I know Deb will actually feel the pain.
Yeah.
The pain will be sent to us. It has for me too, to know what they're feeling.
And it's not good. You don't tell you they've got pain, because you get pain and you think, is that their pain? So then you've got to ask, and then they say, oh yes, I fell over last year or something like that. You could have told me. Some of them like to test you, and I don't get that sort of scenario. It's not a proof of anything. It's just I'm trying to give you energy. That's all.
Yeah.
Does that answer the question? Is that okay? Yeah.
Uh-oh. I got a crash report for
Yes, mate.
Zoom.
Wonderful. Thank you. That was brilliant. Yeah. Awesome.
Thanks, bro.
Welcome.
We've lost Deb and Rick due to a crash report on Zoom. There they are. You're back.
Okay.
We can see you, Deb. Can you hear us?
Yeah, we're out for a minute. Yeah, we're back.
So I wasn't sure if you were connected. Okay.
Let me make sure that YouTube is still live.
It says it's live on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. Okay. No, I went, it can still say it on here, but sometimes it's not. I want to make sure. That's never happened to me before. Well. All right.
Next question.
Next question. Let's see. What if I lose? Do I lose anything? Let's see. Yes, I don't.
Is that got a question? Debs,
Yeah,
is that got a question?
I had a
Oh,
question
is
for you,
that,
man.
yeah, I think he wanted me to ask it. Let me find it. Yeah. If you can state my question for me, it's quite noisy here. Okay. What are the typical reasons why someone might not be healed after a healing has been done on them?
There's various ways. There's one that I have noticed, and you can heal them, say on the Saturday, and they are really good, and they really feel good. On the Monday they feel good, on the Tuesday, and then it comes back. And I think what I see is it's life choices. If a job is too stressful to a person, they have a build-up of negative energy in the brain, in the head. That negative energy fills up the brain, and then it needs to be released. And what it normally does, this is my opinion, by the way, it normally gets released into the joints, into the back, into your knee, and it releases into your weak point. The area where you always seem to have pain is where the negativity of your life choices, if it's a stressful job, stressful family, goes in. That is one reason. Yeah. And the other reason is the patient can block the actual healing. Yeah. Some people block it and they don't know they're blocking it. There's two. Do you know any, Deb? Hmm? Have you got any?
Yeah, we've had a few.
But they're the main ones. They're the main ones. Sometimes depends on your beliefs and everything. But sometimes you do. If your previous life, this is an opinion, you died in a very bad and quick way, sometimes the pain of that goes forward, and then the healing isn't the actual pain. You're healing. The past life then needs healing and releasing.
Yeah.
And what happens is part of the soul fragment has been left in your previous life, and that needs clearing, and then the healing will probably further. That was a good answer. That I don't know where that came from somewhere else.
It is true though.
Yeah.
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 We find a lot of the past lives we heal has exactly to do with the pain they're feeling.
I've actually started, without telling the patient, I know I should be, if the pain is every week, I've actually started looking at their past lives, and I like do a flush down. A past life to me is like an old castle, circle staircase, and I just do a flush because obviously it's leaking from somewhere, this pain, and that's one way I do it. So yeah.
And the past lives that we see are only the ones that do affect this lifetime.
Yeah,
Or our future.
in the first session,
Yeah.
yeah, other sessions that they have,
Yeah, we'll see other past
we'll see
lives.
other lives, but the first session with us, it's the ones that are affecting this
Affecting us,
lifetime.
Okay. I think that's about it, isn't it? They're free answers. Healing is a very broad and every patient, every person needs healing. It's an individual case, so it can be different from one to the other. But the main ones are the ones I've said. I think the main ones. The amount of stress that causes illness and damage is the one that I notice the most.
Sure.
And it's because they're doing something in their life that they don't want to do, and it's affecting them, and they're not releasing that negativity. They're not meditating, they're not grounding, and that's all they need to do. And it's got to go somewhere, and it goes to their weak point. Where that's where it'll go. So,
And if they don't believe that they're healed,
Hmm.
if they don't believe, they can,
Or doubt.
or they have the doubt that they're doubting that what they're feeling.
But they can block it.
Yeah,
So
they're not in their heart, they're in their head. They're over analyzing all of it.
Hmm.
Listen, I went through the doubting. What does Nash call it? The monkey brain? Oh, I had the monkey brain.
John, you said that ego is placing the doubt, and that is absolutely a brilliant answer. And I would put that, but exactly, my ego has been released recently. I was 30 minutes crying this morning because my heart was in pain, and it's been in pain from my previous life. And Paula did me a message on a chat message at 5 o'clock this morning, about 3 o'clock this morning. I got it at 5. And the message, I just cried because she told me it's your heart that's in pain, because everything, when you love something and they die, anything you love tends to die, and you should just accept the love. And if they die, at least you tried. And I've never cried before. I cried for 30 minutes. So a lot of me is shifted, and people who know me will know the energy around me is completely different. And my son said today that he said he put his radio capital, which is like a 16-year-old music, and I put it louder. I would never do that normally because I had a lot of baggage on me, and I'm the one who helps loads of people. I'm the one who needed the help, and only one person could help me. And this is a factual angel, and we've been at war. We've been in trouble for 50,000 years. We needed each other, and because we're human, we got angels together, and they're okay now. And I'm going through a big shift, and I can't use healing to remove it. I've actually got to physically be human for change, and it's wonderful, to be honest.
You are a different
I just wanted
person.
to I wanted to digress.
You're a lot lighter.
You can tell, can't you?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Planned right for this.
Yeah,
Last-
doing the work, doing this kind of work, the human work, is a lot different than doing the angelic work.
Yeah. But like yesterday was the 8/8 special Lions Gate, and today is this event. So it's all been timed beautifully, to be honest.
Sure has, just for you.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next question. Kate?
Hello, my friends. Actually, I had 2 questions, but one almost got answered. It was about the doubts you went through, Deb, in the beginning to get out of your monkey mind into your heart. And Phil, when you found out that you had these natural abilities, how did you go about believing and proving in your heart that you had them? I could tell you a long story, but those are the 2 questions out of it all. Thank you.
Okay. I was 4 or 5, so I didn't know healing existed. And my goldfish died, and it died for 2 days. And I put it in my hands and started doing the kiss of life for my goldfish. I was 5, I've seen it on telly, I know I'm dead young. And all of a sudden, my hands I call the green mile dot glow. They actually glowed. Now, they've never glowed since, so I can't perform that. And they glowed, and they went very, very hot. So then I put the goldfish back in the gym and jar, jar that I had, and it came alive. And that was my first experience of healing. No one's ever showed me. My mum was a tarot reader and a tea leaf reader and a Sunday school teacher. So we had a bit of religion and we had a bit of both ends of the perspective. So I was okay whatever I did. So I did not know anyone else could heal. So when I used to see my friends, or when I started work, people used to say, "Can you heal my shoulder?" And I put my hands, and they went very, very hot. Yeah. So it was a basic healing that was given, but no one's ever. I've never had doubts because I've always seen the results. If you see the results, why have the doubt? It doesn't need the doubt. But then let's see, 2002. So I've been healing since I was 4 or 5, and I've been healing regular people who just family, friends. But in 2002, there was a little advert in a paper around here. There's a 2-year course to be credited healer. And any doubt I had, I thought, well, hold on. I've done it on naturally. What's it like doing it professionally? And it's exactly the same, which was wonderful. It was actually wonderful to confirm the two like balanced together. And since then, I've started doing very, very different healing. I just go outside the box. If there's a problem where, a bit like if a bone's broke, I was healing. I don't like telling me stories, but I thought I'll tell it if there's an example. And there was a bone broke, and it was a little toe that was 90 degrees bent. And she was a nurse, and I was starting to heal. And she said when she after 30 minutes of healing, she woke up and she said, that was the most painful healing I've ever had. And she looked at her toe and it was straight. It had been fixed. So basically I'd used the frequency of the energy to melt the bone, straighten it, and she had to cancel an operation 2 days later because she didn't need an operation. That's how far you can go in healing. It's basically frequency on the exact break, not around it, exact break, and melt the actual bone, and then move it straight into position. But it was very painful for her. I didn't remove the pain, but she was that amazed, and she was in the nursing profession. So I did heal a builder of breaks. I don't heal many breaks, and I can't guarantee the healing because sometimes as people, they need the karma. That is their you could say contract. That's their agreement to go through this. So it's not 100% proof. I can't 100% guarantee it, but I'll have a good shot. I'll do my best. So does that answer your question?
Yes, actually, and my story in a really short form is I am a natural healer. Without knowing I am a natural healer, I've been doing it all my life without knowing I was doing it unconsciously. I knew nothing of any of this. And then when I was exposed to the truth of being an intuitive healer and went out there and found a healing group and tried to do it, I stopped doing everything. I can't do anything. I must have put up a wall. I must have put up a resistance. And I don't know how to get back. Do you understand my plight?
I know. I have an idea of what's happened. You want to prove you do it to them, and the proof is blocking you. You're doing it. You're trying to prove it too much that you're an healer. Just let it go. Just heal them. Don't think that you can prove anything. Don't think that you can prove to the other healers. Just do your job, heal them.
I think it's more proving it to myself because I didn't know I was an intuitive healer. I was doing it like heart attacks, I would take half, big situations, I would take half, and I didn't know that that's what I was doing. Sort of had an idea, but didn't know that that's what I was doing, that I was an empath in that area. And then when I was put into a soul healing course, everything stopped. And now, like, Deb will tell you now I'm begging to say, how do I get back?
Uh,
So I think it's
back,
proving it to me.
yeah, back to basics. Start again.
Yes.
Start when you did it at the beginning.
Yes, I didn't
Yeah.
know I was doing it, but yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Celia, you have a question? Is Celia still here?
Yeah, I didn't hear my name. I'm sorry. Yes, I have a question. I'm new to all this, but I have always been fascinated by the healing. I was first introduced to, my first experience was in 1983, when I was healed with 9 cysts in my breast. It was a gentleman, an ex-military guy that was said to be healing, and so um, I I respond very well to these kinds. When Deb healed me about a month ago, and that was I really felt, you know, a tug in my back and some heat going through my body, but I don't know how to start. I don't know. And she said that, you know, everybody has a gift of healing, but I don't know how to get there. I I come from a family of um, always helping. I mean, our house is always full of people trying to get help, however, whatever it is. So that was my growing up. I always have to help somebody. I feel um, I feel not fulfilled if I don't try to help somebody that comes to me, and I feel so bad when I couldn't. So this is, I mean, when I, you know, starting with Deb and the Hukula community and stuff like those, I now can focus, because before in 1983 I was really wanting to do what they're doing, but life happens to you, you know, the focus goes away. And then now that I'm, you know, semi-retired, I can focus more, but I don't know how to start. Should I just wait for it? Or I've been doing my meditation and stuff like those. I've been asking my angels and guides to, you know, show me, but nothing. In 1983, the guy who healed me told me that Mary Magdalene, he needed to ask permission from Mary Magdalene because he was behind me and covering me with her hair to be able to heal me. So I was just wondering if I needed to connect with her because maybe she's my angel or whatever. I don't know.
You don't need, you already are connected to her.
I've been told that you're already healing people. When someone's ill, you're already tired. You're healing them, but you don't know you're healing them. I can feel that. Yeah. You get that, Deb?
Yes, Celia.
Right. A trick.
Your heart is so pure.
Mm.
You are, you're already connected. You've already connected. All you have to do, stop thinking so hard about it. You've already let your guides know. You've already let your angels know this is what you want to do. You're just like me. You sat there and said, I want to do this. I want to help.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that needs
Yes.
healing
The
that
world
couldn't
needs
afford to go.
Yes, the world needs healers. That's what we're here to do. We volunteered. But you know, I left out the one part that I told them because I'm ditzy. I admit it. I said, you're going to have to let me trip over this stuff because I really will not see it. And it will go right by me. So you got to put it right in front of me. Really right in front of me. Because really, I got phone call. He was calling me from work. I still didn't get it that I was a healer. So if that's what you need to do, tell your guides, I need to trip over it. Because obviously you're not seeing it either. We could see it. You're not seeing it. You're already a healer.
Yeah,
Can I give you a little trick to start you?
of course, of course.
Right. Do you know someone who would accept you trying to heal them?
I'm sorry.
Have you got anyone in the family that you can just say, just ask them to put your two hands together and let their hand be in the middle. Put your hands there, focus, and try and put energy from your right hand through them into your left hand. And what you can do, you can actually move up and down, and you might be able to feel the actual energy, the frequency going through, and they might be able to feel it on that side. So by intent, focus, push energy from your right hand through the hand that's in the middle into your left hand. That's a start. Yeah.
Okay.
That would be that. Okay. So that's a little trick I've been. I've used that sometimes when I feel not in the zone to heal, and I just check it out a little bit just to check what's up with me. Yeah.
Yeah. My husband his dreams are very vivid, and he can remember them very well when he wakes up. And the dreams that he has are connected to things that are happening in someone else's life, and we were able to verify that. But when I'm dreaming, I know I'm dreaming, but when I wake up, it's gone. I couldn't remember anything.
It doesn't just happen to you. I do a lot of astral work, so I remember parts of it, like segments, and I don't dream. Yet during my shift, as being like a human shift, I've dreamt, and I actually dreamt that I needed to be humble. That was actually in my dream, and I woke up with that, and I woke up and I wasn't happy that I had that sort of message. Yeah. So it doesn't matter about dreams. If you want to dream, then ask yourself to remember. Yeah. Sometimes it just needs that. But
I will try the hand thing. And
yeah, try the hand, and when you're moving up and down, you can actually feel like a breeze going through it, and it's quite wonderful. And I do it now and again when I think, am I losing it a bit? Am I in a very low zone? Because you've got to be quite happy, I suppose, to actually heal people. If you're quite negative, you're not going to heal your patient very well. So, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Victoria?
Hello, everyone. Can
Oh,
you
yeah.
hear me?
Yeah.
Great. I have a few things to comment about. Before I even awaken, I was connected to Source. So Father told me I can heal. He told me that, and he didn't tell me how I can heal or what technique to use or anything like that. So I just had to wing it. So I practiced on my friends, and I did exactly the third eye thing. And that's how I was doing. That was my first healing, is just using straight into the third eye with intention, and energy transferred immediately. People felt the energy even from Germany, from all over the place. So it was interesting. Just wanted to comment on that part as well. The thing I wanted to share earlier was, before the question, of course, I saw in a video, we were talking about energy masters here. in China, there was a cancer patient who was very sick, terminally ill. I think last phase or something like that. And 2 energy masters were sent to the hospital to spend some time healing this lady or person. And that person's cancer cells immediately changed. And, that patient got healing and reversed the I believe it was, really late stage cancer.
Yeah, I actually know how they've done it, to be honest, and I can tell you that if you want me to.
Well,
You
you
want
can
me to-
share it to everybody, but that's not my question, but you can do so.
No, carry on. I'll do it.
And yeah, you can do that after. Well, my actual question is more about, I soak up the sun and moon energy every day. So when people are hot, I'm actually cold. It's really weird, but I'm somewhat freezing right now while you guys are burning. And this is the Lion's Gate as well. So it's weird, but I have a hard time. But with energy, one time I was doing lounging, when you're laid back on the sofa, your legs, crossed over or kicked up, you know what I mean? You're just lounging, right? I know that I have a lot of energy in my feet chakra. It's sometimes very powerful energy comes through. And I had my foot on my knee, left foot on my right knee. And, I sat there for, that position for a while, and the knee got locked. The energy from my left foot, which came from my body, of course, majorly bruised, swollen. I didn't think about it. Almost felt like it was going to tear a ligament or something off, that knee. It's just all energy that was coming from me, from my left foot over to my knee, my right knee. And it did some serious damage to that knee. And
Do you wake up like that? Was it?
No. I was just lounging. I was lounging, watching TV. And I was kind of like, I'm really careless. I'm really, I don't think about things. I'm like, I have a cast iron lid that falls on me, on my foot. And I still walk around all day when I'm supposed to heal it. But I immediately sent in the, Raphael's thought form in to heal that, keep it busy for now. And, I had no pain throughout. And now I have no pain today because I dropped a lid yesterday and I have no pain. So, but what I don't understand is the energy I have is healing. I know it's light, but when I put it in the wrong position, and I know that a lot of energy comes through my feet, whether it's the moon energy or the sun's when I have to ground and stuff like that. But why would my energy that is so powerful, I can feel it, it's very intense, right? But why would it injure my body?
Did that injury go off very quickly after? Was it not? No, did it heal fast?
Well, it healed fast considering what's normal. I heal very fast.
Well,
But
I would say it's 2 reasons. It's either one or the other. Number one, you've got you're out of balance. Chakra's a bit out of balance, and you just need lining up a bit, and you're blocking. But the one that I would say, and it's not really healing, you probably do astral work, and something happened in the astral work, and it's imaged. You know how people know when you heal someone, you get their pain. If you do some astral work and get a slight injury, it can come into our world, and the pain is there, but it can be transferred very quickly because I get quite a lot of bruises because of my astral work, my warrior work, basically. And they've gone within 2 days. Within a day or 2 days, they've gone. And I just think nothing of it. Now, you were awake when it happened, but you can still be doing astral work when when you're actually awake, because it's just like that part of you is doing it, if you know what I mean. So it's either out of balance. The power that you've got, I think you need to control it as well. I think you're not quite controlling it well.
Well, at that time I was careless. Normally it's in control. And
Yeah.
I just didn't realize, it became a shock to me that that energy could be so potent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is normal. Like you just putting up your feet, lounging, playing your tablet or your phone or whatever you might be doing. And, people do that. And I used to do that. And I didn't have that problem. But that foot on that knee, like almost tore a ligament, bruised it, was completely swollen. And it took 4 days to heal. It was like as if I, fell off a motorcycle or something. You know what I mean? It was really bad. And I was like, oh my God. It was like I keep injuring myself. I keep accidentally injuring myself, and I keep doing that. But it only took 4
Don't know.
days. But it was my fault. I knew that that energy was hurting me, but I left it. It wouldn't be like that if I hadn't done something stupid like that,
You might. What I would do is do a control on the input of the energy that's going into you. If too much energy is into you, it needs to leak out. If you're slightly not grounded, it can stick, and all of a sudden you've got a mass energy in one part of your body. So I think you need to do a bit of meditation, a bit of grounding. I think it's the grounding that's not.
I think it's about the grounding too, because I don't even remember my grounded that day. And sometimes I forget to ground, but I just find it really odd because it didn't seem normal how I could hurt myself so bad. And it's I don't know if it's because the energy is just that powerful, or whether it's something else. You know what I mean? Something else contributing to it while I was there. Yeah.
I think you had a blockage, so it didn't ground, and it's a build up, and it's you might have had a weak point in that, where the injury was, and it's all like created the pain and the injury. So I would go on to doing some grounding. Make every time you feel the energy, just make sure it flows well in your body. And sometimes you got to buy it by intent. Let it like cycle through all your chakras to your feet. So it's like your body's like a machine in a way. And sometimes if it's not circulating correctly, you can create problems. And that's the problem.
I do chi balancing regularly on my system, and normally I'm balanced. But that time I was just plain stupid. But but one thing though, why do I always get cold while other people are burning hot? Even with the portal open up like that, I'm not fiery burning.
Do you want to be burning hot?
I do burn, but not like that. But I was burning prior to before the Lion's Gate. I was burning for like 10 days. And because that's my portal.
I think it needs energy control. I think you just need energy control. I would be, if I was cool in a very hot day, I'd be okay with that. I'd enjoy that. I can be very hot when it's -2. I don't need coats or anything like that. I'm deliberately pretending to heal. So I'm controlling the energy to go into me to make my whole body be warm. It's not quite the correct way I should be doing it, but I've been doing that for years. If it's -2 outside, why should I be cold if I can bring in energy into my body, keep myself warm? It looks like you're keeping yourself a bit cool because it's too hot.
Oh, maybe maybe my body's doing it on its own.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It needs the control part. I'd look at control and balance, if anything, and grounding. Definitely grounding. Okay. And do you want me to tell you about cancer? About
sure. I'm sure everyone here will want to know about that one.
Right, cancer is like a live entity. It's alive inside you. and it's feeding off your energy, and it's feeding off your energy and your fluids. If you can stop the feeding of the cancer, it will die. So you put a shield around it to make sure there's no energy into it. Obviously, food choices, make sure it's alkaline food you have, so it doesn't increase a lot. But that's a medical term. I'm no medical profession, so that's my opinion. But stop the energy feed and stop the fluid feed from the body. In other words, the person themselves is creating the cancer and feeding it. If it stops getting fed, it will die. So that's how they've done it. That's how they've healed that patient. They've put like a block around the cancer, stop the energy feeding the cancer, and stop the fluid thinking it's giving fluid to a good cell and it's giving it to a bad cell.
It's like they put a dome around that area and work through in the energies there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. It's a brilliant way of doing it. It's a brilliant way of doing it. It really is. My mum and my mum and my wife died of cancer. Now, my mum was given 6 hours. I got 3 weeks, and my wife was given 6 hours, and I got 8 months. But sometimes we're healers, but we can't be God. And that's the problem with that. And they both had cancer, so I'm quite experienced with cancer. And I reduced my wife's from 80 mil to about 50 mil in about 2 months. So that was stopping the energy and stopping everything. The problem is she had it in every organ, so it was a bit of a difficult one, a bit of a challenge, but you just got to carry on. Yeah.
The astral part, I do go out there and do things, and I'm conscious about it whether I'm awake or asleep.
I already knew that.
I know. And so, I'm not an actual medical healer or certified healer like Deb and you guys. I don't think I would become a healer in that kind of way, but I will heal in different ways, And, you guys are all healers, and, I'm a healer as well.
We all are.
Yeah.
We all are.
And so I just, feel that with all healers, as long as they have that intention, the pure intention to heal someone, it will get done. Whether it's, a small amount of energy or, a really good potent heal that can, fix something completely. It's something that we all can do as long as we believe, which is really true. Like Deb and everyone else has always been saying it. So, hey, look at me. I suck. And I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but you know what? Hey, if my energy goes out and helps someone, it works for me. I'm happy,
Do you know, Raphael's just told me you do a very important job in that.
I know.
And I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you find. I think you know some of it, but it's your job. I think it's sometimes you've just got to find it. Better finding it than just being told what it's.
I wasn't looking at being told. I was just waiting for divine timing until I pick things up and when I'm ready for it.
Exactly. That's the best way.
Yeah, and you said Raphael has something that I'm here for something important, right?
Very important.
I know. I've been told that many times, and I kind of have an idea as to what it is already.
The fun is finding out.
I'm getting more and more of that insight this year. And it's probably because before I wasn't connected to anyone. And this year I'm more connected to other, spiritually awakened people, like other healers and stuff. And so, finding that purpose and in that mission part, because it just seems to be with my mission, there's so many parts to it. And but I understand what you're saying, but thank you for that message.
There's been a big energy change in the last since October. It's been really changing, and that's probably what you're picking up. That's why you're awakening a bit. So it's wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. Kath has a question for you. Do you use a mix of healing techniques, example, Reiki, angelic healing, quantum healing, etc.? I think my guides want me to learn about quantum healing. They said they will guide her to this type of healing using her mind energy and the power of her own body. Any tips where to look first?
First of all, Reiki healing. Now, some of you will be at Reiki healing. Now, in the Middle East, Reiki healing is brilliant, but the Western version of Reiki could have been a bit better. Now, I'm not criticizing because they do a wonderful job, but they only see part of the equation, Reiki healers, in the Western society. In the Eastern society, they've got it to a T, and it's a shame that they've brought it not quite. Now, I just do spiritual healing. I always think that you are drawn to what you want to do. Now, how you do it, that's the question, isn't it? So, is this Zach who wanted to do the healing? Which person wants to do the healing? Deb, sorry. Kath. Sorry, I didn't get it. Went off a little bit. I would go to basics first and start with spiritual healing. I would just do spiritual healing. There's there's quite a lot of different organizations. The healing, there's different healing societies. I'm fully accredited, so if someone wants to try and sue me, I've got insurance behind me. I always tell the healers, patients though, that keep on the medication that they're on, because I'm no doctor, I'm no medical profession, I'm a spiritual healer. So I would say start at basis. Don't look at the quantum healing. You can look at Reiki. Any sort of simple healing at the beginning is the start, and it's the road to wherever it goes after that. Would that answer the question, do you think?
Yeah, it does. Thank you. It's really, healing wasn't a route for me actually, but I'm told that I do that kind of healing on another plane, and that they're going to guide me by research or by whatever, but it's going to be taught by them through me, I think. And I've been recently student, whatever, but it's teaching me that, like you've just said with the cancer, we don't use our mind enough to heal our own bodies or heal other people or teach other people to realize the power, not power is not the right word, but the healing lies within. As you've just said, you can not create that cancer, but it's kind of like you're not even conscious you're doing it, but be more mindful of what your mind is doing and what it can do for you and help you and help others. I mean, as I say, I really wasn't I was thinking of going, but they seem to be keep going. Come on, have a look at it. We'll guide you where you need to be. And I'm thinking, I've never even heard of this stuff. What is it? But I get the feeling, let's say I do this same sort of healing on another plane. But yeah, I wasn't sure. I know you're amazing spiritual healing, angelic healer, but I wasn't sure if you'd heard of that kind of healing. That was all.
Quantum. I've heard of a quantum healing.
Right. Okay.
But I'm not.
Well, thank you.
Not my. I don't do that. Quantum healing, I believe, is very similar to like when I fix bones and stuff like that. So I do it, but I call it something else. It's spiritual healing to me. So someone's just put a tab name on it, and that's fine by me. One thing that you just reminded me here, Via, people a lot of times are ill because the brain is not functioning quite. It's the brain fixes everything. Sometimes it makes a mistake. So sometimes you just got to tell it, look, you're not doing the job you're here for. I've got this pain or I've got this problem here. Can you help with it? Can you fix it? And sometimes it's just telling the brain to do the healing. If it's self-healing, that's how I've always. That's how
I've just recently learned about the fact, using the commands to your body. I instruct, command, and direct and guide you to do X, Y, Z to your body. But giving it commands like you expel something, but then use light or use crystals, or in combination, not just one or the other. But I just, as I say, I haven't fully investigated it, and that it's almost like you've gone through something, and so have I these last couple of weeks. But I think I went through that to show me, look, you instinctively did that and didn't know to do that before, did you? Now learn about it some more. So, just okay. But thank you anyway for the appreciate that.
A lot of times at the beginning when I started healing, it just was like automatic, but I never even wasn't thinking what I was doing. Now
No, exactly.
I know I'm part of the system, if you know what I mean. I'll have spiritual friends that are healing with me. I'm in control. They're not in control. I'm telling them, can you help me? Can you do this? Can you do that? Because I'm the one who's healing, basically. But before, I used to just let them all do what they wanted. I just sent energy into the person, and then wow, they're better. But now I'm more hands-on.
So you have a team around you that you're kind of directing, or how does that work?
I have spiritual friends who have passed healing because they like to do it as well. To be honest, they like to be part of the healing. But I don't think
right. No, but for instance, I'm not taking. Say you're in surgery, you have a number of people that work with you to create an outcome.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're doing the same sort of thing with the team you're directing and going, we need that, we need that, and away you go.
Yeah, everybody has a team. Everybody does.
The patient wakes up and says, we all
have a team. Everybody does. Jesus comes through with some of our healings. Our Mother Mary comes through. I mean, you just have to stay open. You have to be open to all of that. You have to trust.
Okay, that's fine.
That was
thanks.
the biggest hurdle for me, was trusting. That was my biggest one, was getting out of here and getting into here. I had to start trusting, and when Archangel Michael kept saying to me, "You're a channeler," and I kept arguing with him, saying, "I don't know how to channel." This was somebody was channeling Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael says, "You're a channeler. This is how it all began." And I said, "You're crazy. I can't channel." And you're crazy. I can't channel.
No, but that's how I feel about quantum healing. I'm like, A, I didn't know much about it before. B, suddenly these words are appearing, and it's like, now come on, you've told you. I'll look on the internet. Give me some time. I will show you. I will guide you to the right pages. You've been doing this elsewhere. Stop making it difficult. Crack on. I'm like, but how? What? Hey, but I know I trust the word, Deb. You're right. Trust. I've got to just do it and see what happens. But thank you.
I don't even know what quantum healing is, to be honest with you. There's
no, nor do I. But I'll learn, apparently.
I don't know what quantum healing is.
Okay.
I truly don't. I mean, we're healers. I mean, if someone said to me, "Are you a quantum healer?" I don't know what that is.
I don't know either, but then given that, that's what, when they first came to you, you were like, really? As if, but you trusted and went with it. So they've given me that word. So I have to at least explore it. If it goes nowhere, it goes nowhere. But anyway, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Yeah, we all
plenty
do.
Of questions.
Kath, we all do it. Just haven't a name to it. All our healing is the same. It's different forms, different helps, but quantum healing, I think it is to do with high frequency and stuff like that. But I don't really read on it.
Vibrations are correct. That much I know, yeah. But they're saying I can access the Library of Light. Does that make sense to anybody? The Library of Light. They keep throwing stuff at me. I'm thinking, right, never heard of that one either.
Gosh, I assume.
You can't say that again?
What was that?
Say that, Kevin?
I'm assuming that, as you know, even with source energy, it has so many names. So if we think of the statement you had, like the Library of Light, it could be synonymous with the Akash.
Yeah,
that's what I got. I got that.
Okay, that's we are just listening. I'm just listening and repeating back what they're saying to me, and I'm sat there going, I don't know what the first bit meant. So how I've still got to learn about the second bit, and I'm just calling on this great wealth of experience on here that maybe you guys have come across that. But okay, that's obviously me to crack on and be the student. So thank you. No shortcuts. We have to do the work.
Why don't
Thank you.
Kath, why don't you ask who's asking you to do quantum? Why don't you ask them to guide you?
No, they are doing. It's one of my guides, and he said
to show you how to do it. To actually show you how to do it.
Right.
he is going to. He's told me to get online, and he will, and he's forcing me to connect with him every day. And he's saying, if you look online, you will. It will just naturally. He said you do it elsewhere on another place. He said stop avoiding it, because once you get into it, you will pick it up really fast. And I'm like, okay, so it's just trust. I know it is. So anyway, sorry guys. Thank you.
Okay. I have another question from Nilesh. Can you advise him of a simple healing technique that he can use every day or anywhere? This would be for the audience.
Right, it's simple. Healing isn't that simple though, is it? Is it to give people is it energy healing then? So it's basically, it's not trying to heal the people and fix them, it's just giving people energy. Is that what is it distant healing, or
I was thinking, Ralph, do you know, like sometimes there's so many different types of techniques and you can get very lost, like in the verbiage of it, quantum healing, you know, chakra healing, there's so many different types. So just like a form of healing that maybe people can add to their meditation or use in the morning or evening or afternoon, just something to like quickly raise, you know, it's something they can use to heal themselves, because we're very good at, like, as you know, Ralph, you know, to get others to do it for us. But yeah.
The Atlantis,
tell me, Ralph.
The Atlantis halo. You know, the halo above.
Okay.
Now, Sophie said there's a lot of people use that now because I've put it on my Facebook and everything. But it doesn't have to be a grounding technique. It can actually be an energy technique. You're just reprogramming this crystal that you're visualizing above your head to heal you, basically. To give you, it can just give you energy. So it can just go around the body and just give you gold source energy. You just have to program with gold source energy, and that will give you a lift for the day. Okay,
Brilliant.
that's the easiest, simplest way.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Can I be sneaky and just ask you one more question?
I never asked this many in yours.
I know. Can twin flames heal each other?
Well, with Paul a bit recently was part of my soul family, my twin flame, and she's healed me. Now, in this life, we are not romantic, we are spiritual, and she's fixed me and I've fixed her. So yes, they can. The problem is we have met 100 times in different lives and it's not worked. But this life, because I've got a system of doing an angelic blessing, it basically means that Raphael has got to heal her. And when she said, I want the healing, that basically got us together in the spiritual way. So yeah, twin flames can heal. Twin flame, I always think it's like twins. It's like brother and sister, basically, in my book. I know some people think twin flames is a romantic thing. It doesn't have to be. It can be like brother and sister. So yes, they can. Because have I changed? Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, from you know, when I've spoken to you before, Raf, and like especially after you've had, you know, this interaction with Paul, the healing that you've both done, you're changing definitely so much. And it's, you know, this is the most beautiful thing about it all, isn't it? The fact that we can help each other in this way. How loving and beautiful is that? So yeah, you have changed. Your energy is a lot calmer. You're a lot more balanced. You're a lot more centered, and you've healed a lot. A lot.
She helped me with my art. Yeah. The art was very pain, and she's helped me with my ego, which I thought others had the ego, but I've got it. But now I've embraced the ego. I haven't put it in a cupboard like people do. I haven't let it take over me. I've embraced it, and I am fine with it. And it's part of ego. It's the way you deal with the ego that matters.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. But this bit here was like the one, man. That was the one.
Part of it was, why am I such a powerful healer, but I couldn't heal my mum and I couldn't heal my wife? That was a that created a lot of turmoil in my heart, because I was thinking, why have I got such a wonderful gift? I've done quite a lot of what people call miracles. I could prove them all and everything like that. But I can't do it to the two people I wanted to do it the best. And sometimes that is part of the lesson in life.
Yeah, it carries a lot of pain, doesn't it?
It did do. This morning, I cried for 30 minutes. Last time I cried was at 2 minutes when my wife died, and before that, never. And I've had an headache. I had an headache for 2 days. Normally what I do is I normally get my fingers, I put them on my palm, I release the negativity and I ground it. I have an headache for 2 minutes and it's gone. But because I'm shifting in my energies, I've got to take all the residue that's out of me. These are a lot of past lives, 100 past lives with Paula. We've killed each other, we've married, we've brother and sister, and it's never worked. Life, it's working. And we've just accepted that we've just got to let it go and let it flow. So
it's just incredible, Raf. I love it. I love where you are. It's amazing. Thank you for answering my question.
What was it like last week?
Pain in the ass is what you were like last week. Yeah. I think it definitely settled with you.
I was planning all this last week, and 3 days ago that went out the window. I was planning it yesterday, and that's gone out the window because I've got to talk now from my heart. There's no plan. It's got to be coming from the heart, and that's all. It's got to be real. So,
and that's the best form of communication ever, from the heart. Your heart space from the heart. I love that. That's my thing, and it's every angelic thing. It's a lot of people sing. So yeah, I think it's beautiful. I'm really proud. It's amazing. Yeah, that's me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rick and I, every night, we do some decrees before we go to sleep, and I posted on the chat pane. There's one that we do. I call upon the Universal Medicine Cabinet and ask that any and all minerals, vitamins, or other medicinal substances be delivered directly into my physical body, aligning my body with its highest potential of perfect health. And so it is. So we do that every night, and we say it 3 times before. And that's just something that we do for ourselves. So you're welcome to that. And I'm going to start putting the decrees that we do on our website just as a tool for people. And we use that anyway.
I've had 2 things that happened that I haven't been happy. And these are tastes. Bacon, fizzy drink, doesn't taste the same. It's horrible. So I've had to give me dog me bacon butty. And that is my favourite. But because of the shift, certain foods now don't taste the same. They've completely... I'm having salad. I've never had salad before. So I'm giving my kids brown bread and salad, and they're thinking, "What's up with? Have you got something?" I yelled, Dad. Yeah, I'm recovering. That's what it is. I'm recovering. So it's a beautiful thing. So.
But that's just something simple that we do for ourselves every day, just to reinforce that we're healthy and we're, that's just for us. And we purify our food and our water in our home. We picture the white light and love across our roof. So we purify our food and our water, and then I spread it out for the neighborhood. And then I spread it out for the state. And I spread it out for the world. I do that every time I think about it. Purify the food and the water in the world. Things like that. My mind's always going. It's a monkey mind.
What I've done in the last 24 hours, and I've never done it before, I prepare me salad and me butter, bread, and then I put a hand and I manifest my love that I've got inside us for the last 24 hours. Goes in my hand, and then I put it in the food, and it tastes wonderful. And that's all.
Saying that you're not a vegetable man.
Hmm?
I can't believe you've never had a salad before.
I might have had a couple, but well, it's not my main. It's not my main. It's definitely not my main. It's
I would not
tomatoes.
survive in my house. I have an organic garden.
I have one meal a day at about 8:30, and I've controlled my brain. I've controlled my brain that that's all you need. And if I need any little extras, my brain says, "Look, we're a bit down." So I only need one. But yeah, salad, tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. I do now.
Oh, I love
The last 24 hours, I've started eating tomatoes. I didn't like them before then. So the shift is tomatoes now taste nice, and bacon is not got its attraction anymore. So it's a wonderful thing. I did not expect, these are the reactions of my shift, and very weird, very weird.
My refrigerator is stuffed with vegetables and fruit.
No, I don't have them.
Unfortunately, ice cream.
I haven't tried ice cream yet. I hope.
Oh my God! Well, I live in Arizona. It's very hot here. I like ice cream.
No, I just hope that I still like it. I've got ice cream. I haven't tried it yet in the last 2 days. So after this, I might try it, and hopefully I still like it, and hopefully it's still got it.
I love it
I
when
don't.
it's hot. Wintertime, I don't eat it, but right now I love it.
Mm.
Okay, so let's see the next question, because I don't want to take up everybody's time by talking about food.
Mm.
Denise, Denise says she has an answer on healing. She got an answer about healing not sticking because the person couldn't sustain the vibration in which the healing took place. Their frequency dropped, and she thought that this is true in your opinion?
It can be, but there's a way of actually healing with different frequencies, and I presume that I'm going to have to do that. Healing and frequency. Yeah. Now this can pull illness out of someone, but it can also have different frequencies. So anyone who tries healing, put your hand on there, say knee, and then just lift your hand up and down, and you will feel the change in the frequency. Yeah. So another tip of the day, but I haven't told anyone else before. But did you get that, Deb? That change of frequency?
Yeah. So
your left hand can control the actual frequency that your right hand is giving to the patient. I've had that a long time.
I don't use my hand though. Actually, the healing comes from Rick. All I do is I see what's going on in the body. I get the downloads on what's going on in the past, present, and future. So I'm actually seeing what's going on in the body and what creator is doing.
Yeah. I was thinking then you're going to ask me what about distant
Mine
healing?
is totally different than yours. So we are our healing is so different from what you're doing.
But it's the same, but
you do a lot of things in the astral, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing
actually.
We have to actually see the person and see their energy in order to do the healing, because he actually does a scan.
Yeah.
We have to see a picture or see them live.
I can.
Energy,
I astral travel too at night, and I can heal, and I do all sorts of things that what they need. And there was one recently. I woke up. She did an awakening during the healing, and now she's a different person, which frightened me a bit because I didn't expect someone to awaken from A to B during the healing, and afterwards she's a beautiful person now. And it's mind-boggling to actually see that. But I was asking Rath, is this normal? The change. So it's a bit like being English to Scottish. It was the difference was unbelievable. So yeah, but we do the same healing. You just do it differently. It doesn't. You're still sending the energy. You're scanning. You're finding what's wrong with them.
Right.
Sometimes I astro travel if it's a difficult job. If it's not, I'm just sending a certain energy because I know what's wrong with them, and that energy I know will find its place. So if I know what's up with a patient on distant healing, I know which energy to send them. So, and just I don't even have to.
We can go like in a crowded place, and Rick is doing healing as we're walking in and walking around, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's seeing the green
I'm
energy.
seeing the green energy. I know somebody around me. Yesterday I was at the pool and I saw the real vibrant green energy. I was wondering who it was, and then a couple minutes later, the man in the pool told me he had a stroke not long ago. And so I knew what was going on.
No rest to healers.
Yeah. Can be anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it
I
when
mean,
you
he
go.
stopped to use a bathroom at a McDonald's and at one time, and he's got green energy.
It's just vibrant. And
vibrant. He was healing somebody in the.
He had a heart condition, and that was in the restaurant at the time.
Yeah, so he's seeing all this green energy as he's going to the bathroom.
Just can be anywhere.
I love it when you go near old people and they're energy vampires and you're not shielded, and when you've left you're absolutely drained and you're thinking, why am I drained? And I'm thinking, hold on, they found a way of taking other people's energy and they probably don't even know, they won't even know, but I find that confusing, to be honest. So okay,
Marnie's got a question. Can you use your own body as a model for another's healing by stating the intent that is for a specific person when doing a distant healing?
Distant healing.
So she's doing a distant healing for somebody. Could she pinpoint the places on her body that she wants to heal on that person?
Yeah, you can do that. The only thing with distant healing is I'm a bit different. I like permission. So sometimes you just got to ask their. Some people say higher self. I actually say old self. I'm a bit different like that. So you've got to ask permission to make sure that it's not like I always think that these voodoo people do it without permission. It's black witch. So I always like to get permission. And if the distant healing they haven't asked, then you go into the you ask the question and it comes back from the higher self. Yes, you're welcome to do that. And if the intent is to show them to send the healing in a certain place, that healing is like a missile. It will go straight there. That won't be a problem. Yeah.
Can twin flames heal each other?
We just answered that.
You did?
Yeah. Nilesh, one of Nilesh's questions. I'm the answer. My twin flames fixed me, and I have fixed her. So yes, they can. The only thing with twin flames, it can be. Some people think it's romantic, and some people think it's not. And in mine and Paula's case, it has been romantic in previous lives, but at the moment, it's more like a brother and sister healing, and it'll always will be like that because that's the only way it will work. So yes, twin flames can heal each other.
Twin flames is it's one egg split, correct?
What I've been told, and if anyone's got different, that's yours. It's just I've been told something like, is it Godhead? That a soul came out and it split in say 12, and I was one of them, and she was one of them, and that is like all the archangels in that 12. So yes, it's a split of the soul. So bang,
Oh,
yeah.
So I thought, oh, it's not 2, it's 12.
It was 12 with me, yeah.
Well, you're
That's my opinion before anyone doesn't go. Yeah. I think all the close angels were in the same were made at the same time, basically.
right. So why would it be romantic when you're from the same soul?
That I don't know.
So
don't know.
I mean, it's
We
like
have-
it's like having a romantic relationship with your brother or sister.
Yeah, but that's the human concept, isn't it? Angels might be a little bit different concept.
Right. You're archangel, so I mean that's totally different. I'm not an archangel. My soul is I'm not an archangel.
Yeah, I don't know how it's worked. All I know is we've had loads and loads of lives, and every sort of situation has happened, and it never worked. And the reason we've had these loads of lives is 2 archangels had a disagreement, and I know what the disagreement was because I think it's Zachariah. I've said it wrong slightly. Is the angel of healing? Raphael is the angel of healing. So there's been a disagreement, and it's took all this time. Now you would not think that the angels could. You wouldn't think that the human side of the angels is fixed the angels, but in this concept it has, and it's the only way it would work.
Yeah. Still.
It's mind-boggling. Let it go. I am not 100% with that because I've only been studying that in a week, so I never knew. I actually said to her what she was, and everything in her life radiates to that angel, so she accepts it 100%. The thing is, a lot of times, if you've got angelic part of you, you don't actually contact that angel because that's the one who you are connected to. So I wasn't connected to. I was more connected to Gabriel. I was friends with Gabriel for years and years. I've seen him in the healing room with my own eyes and in Astro. So I actually never knew who it was. And I used to have experiences with healers saying, when you were healing, you had wings out of your back, or you've got silver energy just flowing. Or there was a medium who said, you're in the angelic wars. Now, some people say it isn't one and there is one. But I do know that I have seen myself working with Lucifer, which I call a different name, but everyone knows him that name, to build Mars up, to terraform it. And that was with the same person who, I can't say the word. I've only got used to the name, to be honest. And we were terraforming, and she had wings that could emit water. And she soaked us because we were having a laugh at what she was doing. So I remember that, which is unbelievable because it was a long time ago. So, but yeah, that part's done.
Amazing that you remember all that.
It's
amazing that you remember.
I only remember little bits, but I remember that because of Beth did a aggression on me, and that part, Kate, I didn't expect that part to come to me, and I didn't expect to be so friendly to the gatekeeper of hell. I call him the landlord. He controls it all. One for them, it's chaos. So a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tú fuiste a darle otras dos.
Yo venía oyendo música, güey. Yo sigo atrás.
Okay.
I actually love when someone makes a mistake like that because that's the human side showing us. So I laugh at that because at the end of the day, it's not annoying. If you're annoyed with that, it's why. I enjoy when we make an error. That's why on our group chat, we do loads of typo errors and we enjoy it. We don't even alter it anymore. So, right, next question, I think. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what this has to do with healing, but Elder Horace wants to know, what do people think of him when he was Horus in the here and now, and what do they perceive of him?
Yeah. Do you hear me?
In his, okay,
Do you hear me?
yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was a horse in the past life. I remembered my mom. Isis took me out to swim in the Nile. It was fun. Hey, Rue. You know my name? Raphael. And I don't know what people perceive me in this lifetime.
Okay, well, you're breaking up. I can't understand. Can anybody else
Hear me?
understand?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but you're breaking up. I'm not sure what's going on with your microphone.
Can you hear me?
Still.
Hold up, let me turn it from my computer.
Your microphone,
Okay.
you're breaking up.
Your sound is very poor coming through
So
your
I'm not
mic.
really sure what your question is, Horace or Elder Horace. Is it mine?
I don't think it's.
He's joining on his PC.
Is he still here?
He's joining on his PC.
Oh, okay.
He's using another system.
Yeah, I couldn't understand what he was saying. Did anybody else?
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
There, yes, much better. What was your question?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. You guys can hear me. What
Yes.
do you guys perceive? What do humans perceive me as in this era? Because back then they used to tell me like a divine creator, something like that. What do they perceive me as in this thing?
So you were Horus? Is that what
Yeah.
you're
What do they perceive me as? I've been seeing a lot of people over on social media calling me Superman and stuff like that. What do you think, Raphael? Philip, whatever.
What I actually do, what I actually do, I've got doors open to quite a few lives. One was Merlin. That was one of my lives. The other one was Moses. I'm not quite religious in that way, but I remember seeing the funnel. It wasn't separation. It was funnel. I've seen that. I was a sorcerer on Atlantis in charge of security, which I didn't do a good job. All these past lives I use for access for knowledge. It's not I gain knowledge in these certain past lives. I've had hundreds of past lives, but these ones I've opened the door because the knowledge in there is worth in this life. I can use that knowledge. So for me to actually know if it is true, what do you think? At the end of the day, it's your life.
Yeah.
How I check how you can check it out. You can do like self hypnosis here.
I wish I did.
Yeah, do a meditation. Create like a tunnel in an old castle. Look at each door. Each door represents your past life, and the ones that glow, flash, or sometimes you get symbols above the door. They're the ones that you can open for knowledge. If they haven't got that, I wouldn't open it because it's not relevant to this life.
A lot of people use my symbol as the pineal gland, the eye of Horus. They like it a lot.
Yeah.
They've been looking at it like it's some sort of divine being.
Yeah.
So I'm just asking you, what do you guys perceive me as? What is the chat saying? What do you guys perceive me as? I just wondering because back then they called me something different, but I don't know what you guys call me in this era.
There's a lot of names over the years of certain people. And I think some of these are angelics, but they can't be angelic because it's like a weakness to them. So they call themselves something else. And Horus could have been angelic. He had the power to be one.
I was talking to Elder on Source. She said I'm full source being. My mother made me like that. My mother and father, they were twin souls, Assad, Asid. You know them? Tell me if you remember.
Yeah, but the names can be different. The human race has turned certain people into certain names.
Yeah, that's just human names. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I'm
references.
I'm here for healing, basically. So I'm not channeling Raphael all the time. I have been told you've got to find that. You've got to find all that yourself, because that's your journey. For me to tell you this, that, and the other, then the journey isn't going. It's basically, it's a bit like doing a test and you got all the answers. Then you're not really doing the test.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
does that answer?
Still asking another question.
Go on.
There's a lot of misconceptions about me and in this era. They claim I'm Jesus. You know, you know Jesus.
I know
the Israelite thing that, but they were trying to plagiarize me.
What happens is, if you tell somebody who doesn't believe you, they could ridiculate you. That's why I don't tell my friends I'm Raphael. I just tell them I'm an healer. It's just a name. It's just what do you call it? It's like a name that you were. Why not be yourself now? You are you now. You're not them. They are like part of the soul, part of your identity. But the best person you are is yourself. So I'm Philip Barrow. I'm not Raphael. I'm my old soul is, but it's like a label, and I don't like labels, to be honest. For myself, I'd rather be me, and that's how I live, to be me. My angelic side as part of what is him, and I've helped him a lot in this life, and he's made my life really difficult. But you go forward. You are you. Doesn't matter about your past. But be careful who you tell. I was Jesus. It's fine on here, but you tell certain people.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
but people are doing a lot of misconceptions that I'm Jesus, but I'm not. I just want to make it clear to you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
What else? Does the chat have any questions for me? Does the chat have any questions for me?
I'm only here for healing.
We're here to teach about healing, Charlie. So.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Okay, I just want to make you guys happy and put love first.
Exactly. That's my shirt. Love.
Oh, that's so cool. I like it. Did you make it?
No, I was drawn to it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
Hotep.
Okay. Bye.
Sarah had a beautiful experience with you, and she was thanking you for her healing here.
Thank you, Sarah. I think I thanked her, actually. I did.
Jasmine has a question. How do you use frequencies to heal? I think in terms of light and emotions, how does she strengthen her connection with Raphael?
just asking. So that's the simplest question of all. Why does she want the connection? Is it for emotional distress?
It's actually for me. I'm a healer. I'm her husband, Duran. And
Mhm.
when I go in to heal, I use golden light. So I associate myself with golden light healing. And I
Mm.
know that Raphael is with me every day because I work with hospice. So I go in and I try to identify what type of healing should I do, as far as mostly what I feel like Jesus has told me is just go in and give them love. Look them in their eyes, open your heart, and just give them love, and that healing will do the rest.
There's no.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there's no powerful. The most powerful energy in the universe is love energy. That is as good as gold source. Love energy is the best energy.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it also removes any negativity, because negativity can't handle love. Yeah. I've learned that the difficult way this week because I didn't have love for myself. Sometimes people want to see. So yeah, you're doing a cool job. Yeah.
I've been trying to vision people as whole and complete. Like say so, like when I first walk and I see them, I try to envision them as God created them, as complete. Is that something else that I could be looking for? Because I asked to see colors as well to try to help to see if I can help heal in those ways.
What I've learned is sometimes gold source energy isn't just the energy they want. It's just like sending that, but why not work out which energy they need? Yeah, it's probably better to find the real energy they want and just think, well, gold source. A good energy is sun energy. Sun energy has got all the colors. When you see a rainbow, that is the colors of the sun. It's not the colors of the earth or the colors of water. It's the color of earth, of the sun. So I do work on sun energy because it's got every color you could ever think of. Well, it's got most of the colors anyway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How
So
do I
yeah,
heal in terms of frequency? What is there something that you visualize when you deal with frequency?
I think I showed that before. When you put your hand, if you're doing hands on, you can change the frequency by moving your hand up and down.
Gotcha. Okay, yes.
Ways to experiment with that. The best way is to experiment. It can actually draw stuff out as well. So you've got to set the program, but frequency moving your hand up and down does work, and you will feel it. You'll feel the change when it's going into the person. Okay.
Push. So kind of like a spiral and a flow. Is
Yeah.
there anything else that I can maybe envision, or is that okay?
Try different things. It depends what you're into. I think crystal healing is quite good.
Well, I carry a medicine bag. I have crystals in it that like I got just rose quartz, and I have cornelian and lapis and things of that nature.
I'll give you a tip about about rock crystal with a point. If someone's got something inside them that needs to be removed, you can make sure that the rock crystal is in the moonlight for cleansing. Then put it in your hand, program with your mind with intent what you want the rock crystal to do, then point it to the area that they have a problem, then ask the crystal in the program to draw it into the crystal, and then when you're finished, leave it in moonlight again. So you actually using the rock crystal, clear rock crystal is great for that. You're actually using it to not just do heal, to actually draw stuff out of it. Yeah.
Great.
That's another. So it's nothing to do with the where I do the voluntary work. It's another concept that I've learned over the years, basically. So yeah, crystals, you'd be interested. Crystals, you got to look around outside the box when you use crystals. You don't. I wouldn't even Google it. Just do the knowing on it, and you'll have a wonderful time with them. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for your info. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Yes. Hi.
Hey. I have a question from Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Reinhard. I'm a beginner, okay, and I feel quite well now with all the energy, and so I can also feel it, and I have also internal view capability, but it's not that I can see color. That is, for example, as you explained about the
halo.
The halo, and you could see the color changing and so on. Can you see it with your eyes or internally with your third eye? Or you see it just as it is? I mean, if everything is working, then you see it. I understand.
The color depends on the halo's job. So
Yeah.
when I do it, I don't actually know what color it will go into. It depends what's actually on me. If I've got an entity or attachment or spiritual parasite, it will change to either, if it's a weak one, it'll change to violet flame. If it's a very bad one, it will change to dragonfire. I would say it's like in the mind, because I'm trying to visualize, because that question is a good question because I've never thought about it before. But I think it's in the mind.
I assume it is in the mind. So
Yeah.
when I concentrate, it's not like a bright thing. It is just, let's say, it's weak. It's weak, and it most probably will be brighter with time, because normally when the eyes are closed and I concentrate, and then I can see that, but I cannot see color. When, for example, when you say you have a halo and you let the halo go down, and you close your eyes and you see internally in your eye, internal eye, then the color changing. This is not what I can do just now.
It doesn't be changed. If there's nothing actually wrong with you, it'll stay white. If there's something wrong with you, or you need, just say you were depressed or something, it would give you that color. It changes to what you need. If it's white, then it's fine. It's a defense. It's like I use it as a defense, because I'm healing people. I don't recommend this. I don't put protection on me, but I wouldn't recommend it. But if I get anything, I know how to get rid of it. So that's why I don't put the protection on. I like to see the journey. I like to see what's trying to get me, because to me, it's a bit like a game against the dark. I would recommend putting protection, shield, bubble, angelic light around. But for me, I'd rather see what's happening. But if you just see white, and remember, you've only just learned that, so it's just experience. If you just see light, then you're fine. You're fine.
Are you able to feel the energy that
yes.
When you close your eyes, that you feel that there's some different frequency around somewhere? You can
feel tingling going down as it goes down. So yes,
yeah.
But you do feel the work when it's. I've only seen it a couple of times when I've had something on me, and you feel what it's doing there. You feel a lot of heat. You feel like you're in a sauna. So it can be quite a. I know an healer I told 2 years ago. and she does that every day now. That she does that, I think, every time, every day, without failing. She said it's the best thing I've ever told her. Okay. But when she gave me healing, she gave me some dark stuff, and that's why I showed her, because she didn't ground herself before. She picked something up, didn't put protection, didn't ground herself. When she was giving the healing to me, she decided to give me something quite not very nice. But it was good because I taught her how to use this.
Enough experience to work with it.
Yeah, I actually said it was a crystal ring, and she said that looks like an halo, and I thought it does. But I used to call it a crystal ring at first.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Just my way is somehow, somewhere, I don't know, but yeah.
It's
I
a
will
good
learn.
question. Enjoy using it. It's a wonderful tool that I use. So
thank you.
Okay.
Reinhardt,
Thank you.
Angel.
Okay, thank you.
He's an angelic. Okay. Denise asks, can you speak on healing from 0 point?
Saw that before and I thought, what does that mean? Do you know what that means?
No.
No. Does that like mean it's how to start healing? I've never heard that before, to be honest. 0 point from source.
0 point energy? Nope.
So what was the question again?
Oh, Denise, you just love these, don't you? You little troublemaker. Everybody wants to be technical. This is not that hard. It really isn't. It says 0 point in the middle and all this technical crap. Listen, I didn't go to college. We just got blessed with this wonderful gift from Source. We didn't degree.
I went to college and I never.
Except Raphael here, he's got all these degrees. I didn't get degrees. We didn't get these certificates, and we just heal. I just tell the big guy upstairs just tells me all this stuff and shows me pictures and movies. That's all. I don't this 0 point and all this. You guys.
Can I? It's just I meant like being very clear of.
You don't even know.
When I do healing, it's almost like a base or something. I don't know how to explain it, but it is a very pure, like almost a neutral feeling where you're not really thinking of anything in polarity. It's like a very pure, centered kind of place that you start from. Because if you're too much in a certain emotional state that you can't heal, it's hard to heal or transmute energy from that point. So when I say 0 point, I just mean like that blank slate in yourself, that clarity that has to exist in your own self, where you have a base to start from.
Well, that's not up to us to get you to that point. That's up to the person to get to their self to that point.
But I was just trying to understand like how important that is in healing, is to be in that place.
Well, when somebody's in pain, I'm not going to sit there and go, well, you have to get yourself to 0 point energy before I can take your pain away.
No, I don't mean the other person. I just mean in myself or in the person that's a healer. How important it is.
I have to be at 0 point in order to do my work?
No, like to be like in that neutral place in your own self as a healer.
I think if we stay in our heart, we are at the 0 point. If you stay in your heart.
Right.
If you're not, that's not, you need the healing. The patient doesn't need the healing. You need to self and get to that point. But normally it is from the soul. Your soul's in control.
You know what? If I was at 0, if 0 point is neutral or robotic or not having compassion, not sure I can do that.
Can I just interject?
Sure.
Okay. You are 0 point energy. You are source energy. You are God spark energy, just like Raph is, just like Reinhardt, just like everyone in the group. You are 0 point energy. The only thing that's made you not 0 point is your experiences that you've had here on Earth, but also your past ones too. So the idea is to get back to that purity. And that's what you're trying to do. You are 0 point. There is not like source is 0 point, but you are 0 point too. So there's no need to seek it or to kind of bring it in. If you use your own heart space and your own vibration, you're already there.
Right. Okay. Every day I wake up and I make sure that I'm in my heart space, because believe me, if I get into this space, I can't go forward. It just messes up my day. So I have to go into here every day in order to function, because I'm telling you, Nilesh has already seen where I'm not in my heart space. I'm not pleasant. It's an ugly thing. It's really terrible. So it took a while. And so
it's just
that 0 point, getting into your heart space, it's a beautiful place to be.
But it's like being human. It's almost natural where we're sometimes pulled out of it. And even if you're like a healer, I often see people that are healers that are out of that space, but they're trying to do their work with outside of that space. And it's almost like, how do they do that? Like, it's like
we had to take time off because we couldn't do it.
Right. Okay. See, I just feel like this is a really kind of honest conversation about, your emotional, I see it as like a scale, like an emotional scale, where you're transmuting your own energy every day, through that emotional scale into the higher state. And I just feel like it's important to be aware of that as a healer, your own emotional state. That awareness is so important.
Believe me, if you're not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So thank you for explaining that, Nilesh, because I really, I don't get into the technical part of all this, or what's supposed to be technical. It just doesn't.
I just feel like that's the base of healing, is that space.
I can't be bothered. I just can't be bothered. I just want to do the work. I just want to go out there and heal people. The rest of it, I can't do it.
I've got an experience. I'm being advised. It will advise people before you heal in a room. Always make sure it's cleansed, because I knew a group who were Reiki healers who used to bring the energy into the room, so it wasn't going through them. It was actually just coming in straight into the room, and they had a black shadow in that room, and their houses got trashed because they were giving the energy to the black shadow. Yeah, so that's the next bit. So basically, it's got to go through you. If you just bring energy into the room, you don't know, and you haven't cleansed it, you don't know what you're creating in that room. So I just wanted to say that because I've been told to say it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried about all that. We're pretty protected.
Yeah, I'm just saying some people don't realize you've got to cleanse the room.
Yeah, make sure.
If you're not using art space, if you're just bringing in energy into the room, and you have a black shadow there, you have got a big problem, because you are just feeding it that energy. It will feed on that energy. And the reason I found that was I was having healing at the time, and I astro traveled down, and I was quite interested in this thing. And then after an hour after the healing, when I didn't wake up, and they were thought of phoning the ambulance because I was in like a coma, I went back in my body, and I told them, and they said they were closing it because it was following a home and it was trashing the house. Always put protection around you and the room itself, and do a cleansing on it regular. you don't cleanse it, you don't know who brings what. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Elisa, Philip, Deb, and Rick, question from me, if you don't mind. How would you call someone who is not actually doing the healing, but facilitating the energy for the healing to occur? Like Lisa, she doesn't actually do the healing. She channels and brings on the energies from the highest frequencies for the client. It does the healing. The client does the healing themselves. We had a session with her and it was absolutely phenomenal. And she did bring in through all these energies from all over into us and did a beautiful healing for us. I highly recommend her. Yes. She opened Rick's heart chakra.
It had closed, and I'm forever grateful.
So she would like a label is what you're asking me, asking us.
It's the same. It's more like channeling the energy, but we do that anyway.
Yes.
All healers do that. So it's
Energy channeler. That's a very good name for you. An energy channeler.
yeah.
Energy or frequency channeler or wizard of love.
Things actually that
I know, Lisa, because it was powerful, it was beautiful, and I've never seen tears in my husband's eyes or tears coming through. I mean, this man was emotionally just, the blockages were gone. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced with him. It was phenomenal. And I keep posting your stuff on my page. I just keep posting it, hoping that you get a lot of people coming to you because it was a beautiful experience.
I was going to say it's
It
beautiful.
truly was. It really was. She does channel some beautiful, beautiful energies, and everybody should experience it.
I've posted in, because I've been called to do that for as many people as that possible. So I've posted in Phil's group, whoever wants and feels this feeling, because sometimes I would be do that, you know, a little bit, 5%. Sometimes I would be just doubting myself, playing the doubt game. And this time I've been told, no, you're going now full force, 100%. So it starts from tomorrow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, Alicia, your life starts tomorrow, day one.
Yep.
My day one's today.
Awesome.
My new person.
She's phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
I'm not sure about
channeling.
Alicia, I'm not sure about that chocolate food that you gave me. That was too healthy.
You loved it. You even wear the chocolate mustache all day long. You loved it. You were like, give me some more. Everyone likes it because it has so much nutrition, Philip. And when you came over here, you were already shining. Sorry?
I would probably like it now. I'm different now.
Yeah, but by the way, when you were sharing about your change, you were already shining when you came. There was already a big shine around you when you came. Whether that was a shine or things started already, I believe in things coming in alignment, and I believe things happening and already being put in place by the universe and everyone, and comes together. And like yesterday for you was the boom. But I believe that all that stuff is coming together. And when you came, you were already shining. I remember talking to other guys like, what's going on? How come he eats meat and he shines so much? So the shine was already coming through you.
What's happened in this game? Me and Paula were played by God through Sophie to get our angels.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And also I had an art my art was not in a good place, even though my was. I do healings for so many people, but I needed it as well. But I didn't know that. That
Well,
ego with
the message I sent you this morning that you didn't reply, because Deb knows how much he doesn't like to reply to messages. The message in the morning was, I felt called to suggest to you, and you can do whatever you want to get a session with me for these energies, to come to your heart. Exactly. There is something just above your heart that needs to be taken care of. Just, I called it myself upper heart, or full heart, whichever way you want to call it. So there is something there that energy wants to flow into.
The problem I've got at the moment, I've got 100 lives of residue emitting from me, and I have aches in my arms and legs. I have an headache. I've never had it before, and I've been told I have got to experience this chance, like a caterpillar to a butterfly. I've got to experience it, and it's got to go through. And it's a very strange area, because about me it's changing. So
releasing into the all ends. It's a little bit like it's releasing to the all ends. The message I'm getting that going through the pain is a part of the journey, but staying in the pain is not, is a choice. So just, you know, what me.
I'm waiting for it to all come out. It's still coming out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that energy is gonna help you release it, because it is stored somewhere here and it comes out like in this direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's okay.
Thank you, Alicia. I can say your name right now.
Elisa.
Alicia.
Elisa. No, with Z.
Change your name.
Keenan, you said you would like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello. My name is Keenan. I kind of gave a slight introduction via the messenger here. I didn't want to interrupt the video at all. I was just kind of invited. I don't want to stymie the progress. But yeah, I am Keenan Slanker, and I was invited here because I was reaching out, because you know how it feels, right? Once you've woken up, now where do I go? You know, you're trapped with so many people around you that, goodness gracious, they just want to see you fail, quite possibly. So thank you for the invite, and I hope to come back again. I appreciate it.
Okay, great. Do you feel that you're a healer, or?
I do. I have for a while, even prior to my Reiki training.
Great. Great. I'm just catching up with the chat. Sorry, because there's many here, people. Let's see. I think that may be it. I missed it. Yep, I think that's it. No more questions. Kath, did you have something else?
No, never mind. Thank you, Deb. Thanks.
Okay. Does anybody else have a question before we close it out for today? Lydia, you're very quiet.
That's a Regal.
Deb, can you hear me with all my background noise?
Yes, and I saw you on your boat. I think you should invite us all there for a session.
The question that I had was in regards to galactic Reiki. So I know that a lot of times when we're healing, we're using healing energy, and that energy is oftentimes referred to as Reiki energy. So I'm wondering if you or Phil have had any experience or knowledge with galactic Reiki. So I'm kind of just doing some research on that now.
Not me. Yep.
I channel a starseed on this system 400 million miles away, and I've actually, whilst healing, visited the planet and had an energy dance with a person with quite a few in front, and she just say it's not normal for me to go. I was channeling energy, and it's a very vibrant energy. It is like prickly. It's amazing to use. Someone mentioned it on Facebook about, and I thought I'll use that. I'll try it, and it is really, really. It's the most vibrant. It's better than angelic, I would say. You can feel the pulse and the vibration of the energy going through. So I've done that. So it's very. I'd say that's. I wouldn't say it's not like Reiki. It's still spiritual healing, but it depends. It's a word at the end of the day. I'm not sure how you would call that, but yeah, the way to heal using starseed energy is to channel them, and they will give you the energy. Yeah. So does that answer the question, Wendy? Is it Wendy?
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Thank you. Because I didn't understand it at all before. So that'll at least give me guidance to know where to start. And then next time I'm doing healing work, I will try it from that methodology. Thank you.
Yeah, the starseed was like she had like a white glow on her. It was amazing. Amazing.
Awesome. I'm excited to try it. Thank you. Have a good day,
Okay.
everybody.
And you, thanks.
Enjoy your boating.
Thank you. I was trying to show everybody the lake. It seems so pretty today. I hope you enjoy it and it's part of your background.
It looks
I was
wonderful.
also trying to send water energy, so I hope everybody was feeling that beautiful energy.
I was.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Wendy, I'm not jealous about it at all.
Wait, say that again. Sorry, so much noise here.
I'm not jealous.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, all right. Whoever's next.
I want to thank everybody for coming today. This is the first of, is this going to be monthly with you?
Is that to me? Yes, it'd be fine. Yeah. I've enjoyed it. It's been wonderful.
This is going to be a monthly session, just like we do with lovely Nilesh. This will be our monthly for people interested in healing, learning to heal. This will be a question and answer. Next month, I'll give you an update as usual with Zoom sessions. So we have Philip, and you'll have Rick and I here to answer your questions, and anyone else that's interested. And it may change the format a little bit. I'll talk to Phil about this if he wants to do something a little bit different. But you know, remember, we're all healers. We're here to help each other. So have your questions ready, and I look forward to that. Thank you, Phil.
Yeah, thank you. Is it worth us doing a grounding, or should we just leave it? It's up to you. I've got to get me doner kebab for me son because he's borrowed his phone. It's cost me that. In this country, you cannot get a video cam. I've been to everywhere. You can't get one. You can't get one unless it's on eBay, and it takes about a week. But you go in PC World, Argos, they haven't got any. So I've had to borrow his new phone, which is
Lydia ordered a pendulum, and Amazon canceled it on her. So I got her one and sent it. I mailed it to her. She's still waiting for it. But I mean, silly stuff like that. And she's in Austria. I mean, how silly.
It's as though some production lines in the world haven't been running, and all the stock's now used up, and we haven't got anything. So
silly stuff.
I went to 12 places. I was thinking, I've got to find a way. I can't use my phone. My phone is not guaranteed. It would have run out of battery by now anyway. So, yeah.
Wow. Well, I have an old iPhone that an iPhone. What is it? 10?
6 Plus.
6 Plus. It won't work over there though, right?
I think it will actually. But these old iPhones, the battery don't last, do they? I think they have. I think
it works fine. It works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But I've got a new iPhone. You want it?
I've got an iPhone 7, but I think I need a battery. So.
Oh, the battery won't work there?
The battery runs out very quickly, so I've got. But I want the next time I'll use my computer and I'll set it all up. That'll be the best way, because then I'm not relying on power. Yeah,
okay.
I'm relying on broadband. So, but
Okay.
thank you for inviting me. It was a wonderful experience, and it's timed so well with my changing. So
I know. How perfect is that?
mm.
You're just a little marshmallow now.
That is brilliant, Ralph. Thank you so much, Ralph. That was amazing. That was amazing. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you,
really good.
everybody.
It was awesome. Thank you, Phil.
Next month, I'll send out all of the information. Much love to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.